All right. Welcome to Bullfrog Radio. I'm your host here, your guy, your color guy here, Joe Wilcox. And sitting next to me is good old Chris White back in the box tonight. And also, I got old Chuck Cormier on the lens giving us the focal. All right, folks, y'all see it right now. We have it posted up there. We're right now in a lightning delay. We are located on the east side of Fort Worth at a great spot here, Scarborough Hanley Field, where the Bullfrogs are waiting eagerly in the locker room to get ready to come out and play this ball game. But right now, we currently have a storm rolling through. Lightning is along with it, and we'll see if we're going to continue to drop frames too. We'll see what our feed looks like here as well too, as we try to maintain a feed up here tonight. But we're going to go silent here for a little bit. As soon as we get some updates, we're going to try to figure out when we're going to get this thing kicked off, and we'll be right back with you guys here in just a couple minutes. Hey, Chris McMullen, I know you're out there. Anybody else that's out there, if you could type them in the chat, because for some reason from our software we can't put in the chat. We just got a little bit of an update. It looks like right now there was another lightning, so we're going to be delayed for another 20 minutes. So it's looking like 7:30 we'll come back with an update. Somebody out there that's listening, if you want to drop in the chat, 7:30 is the next expected check back time for lightning. So we're just chilling out here, just chilling out. So you guys hang in there with us. We're gonna keep it going. We'll try to put some types of updates or something out there for you guys to, really be able to see what's going on. But we're trying to chase down updates as well. So we'll see you guys here in just a few minutes. More music up for you. Let me turn some different music on for you. How about that? All right, guys. Tonight's game is brought to you by Eagles Nest Sports Restaurant, located 8455 Boat Club Road, Suite 100 in Fort Worth, Texas 76179, just up the road from Lake Worth High School. Stop by Eagles Nest and get you something to eat. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Great drinks, great food, great TVs to watch games on. That's what I like to hear. Lots of games, lots of sports. Go up there and check out Eagles Nest. They got the best tall, ice-cold glass of water in town. Stop by and see them. Also, we have for you Stephen Barber Insurance, a State Farm insurance agent with multiple locations in the northwest side of Fort Worth. He has one location on 209 Belmont Street, Saginaw, 76179. Give them a phone call over at Stephen Barber for all your auto, home, life, health, renters, and business insurance. Give them a call at 817-238-2265. That's Stephen Barber Insurance. All right, right now we just got a little bit live with you right quick. I said there was another delay happening, but it looks like actually the horn that we heard was maybe for the all clear, because we do have players out on the field warming up right now. And so we're here. I got on live with me. I got my buddy, my partner, my man, my right hand man, Chris White. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Hey, just taking in the scenes. It's funny. I feel like this is the first time all year we're getting some real football weather, and we got it all at once. We got the rain, we got the cold. It's all coming in, but a little bit of a delayed start tonight. But it looks like a beautiful night. It kind of feels right, and I'm excited to see what Lake Worth is going to do here tonight. Of course, this is going to be a good Dunbar team that they'll be going up against. But, hey, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be interesting to see if teams are throwing the ball around tonight. The rain is going to be kind of in and out, I believe, for the rest of the night. I know there's going to be some scattered showers, but it's really going to be a chess match. Of course, it becomes a lot harder. But in today's game, you got the gloves and all this and that for the receivers. But Lake Worth has been dominant on the ground this season. So, I really look at this type of game really favoring Lake Worth.
Yeah, at the start of every night when the first kickoff happens, it's anybody's ball game. And sometimes you can see, the better of the two teams. You can kind of just see it coming. But the weather, inclement weather, can change everything.
Yes.
The ball's going to feel different. It's going to be wetter. It's going to be heavier. Depends on what you have on your sidelines and how you're going to take care of that. Right now, the Bullfrogs have come out wearing their practice gear, wearing shorts and their practice jerseys, not their actual game jerseys. So they will, when they go back in the locker room before the game, they will change into their game clothes. But, that's a strategy there. It's something that I've always said that's a little bit different about this Welch program, Welch and staff, is that there's always thinking something way, way, way outside of the norm. And right now, outside of the norm is this is the first time ever seeing high school football where a team comes out wearing their practice gear so that when they come out with their game gear, they have a better chance of it being dry, because who knows, the rain may actually completely stop. Dunbar's already out here and getting soaking wet. So.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that too, because this definitely is something that Coach Welch had thought of prior to making the trip out here, because they normally don't even warm up in these green jerseys. They do have their undershirts that they do wear. You will see them occasionally warm up in that. So this is something that was thought out before today. So kind of interesting, and it's those little things. And I've been around Coach Welch for a couple of years, and it's one of those things he likes to talk about all the time is attention to detail. The little things do matter, and if you do the little things right, and even just simply just taking this step to warm up and keep yourself dry, maybe that might play a hand in catching a football tonight and securing the football. That's really going to be the key to tonight's game is ball security. Who can take care of the football tonight?
Yeah, 100%. Give a shout out there. Hey, Chris McMullen. Hey, man, brother. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, Miss Sharon Stewart and McAnally OT. Thank y'all for tuning in. Zachary Bedford, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out with us. He said, "What up, fellas? Hey, Chris."
What's up, Zach?
McMullen said, "Hey, Joe. Hey, Chris. Awesome. We always love for y'all to join in. We always feel like we're at home with all of you guys in there with us. Hey, Corey, if you don't mind pulling up YouTube too and kind of checking the status there. I see some drop frames, but I don't know how bad it is. But tonight we are actually having to go off of minimal connection, and we're only on YouTube just for the fact that the Wi-Fi here we don't have access to, and it's a Fort Worth Wi-Fi, and we know it just doesn't connect up very fast. So we're going off a good old cell tower. So y'all bear with us as we go with this tonight. But going back to that strategy and those details, those little things. The last time we saw Lake Worth do something similar to this was 3 years ago. Not 3 years ago. Actually, it was probably more like 4 or 5 years ago. Lake Worth had to be 5 years ago. Is when Lake Worth still had a a grass field, and they were at home and they were playing Castleberry.
Okay.
And it was sloppy wet, raining just like this. Probably, I think it was this game in the season, about the same time. And the field back when Lakewood had a natural turf field, it was a muddy mess. And a first time ever, I seen that a team to change uniforms at halftime.
Yeah. Hey.
And I didn't know that. I really didn't know it was a thing. I went back and looked at the rules. It's like, yeah, you can register multiple uniforms as long as those numbers are registered with the referee. So if you have guys that change uniform numbers, they have to be able to know them. The other team has to know what that is. And not only that, there's lots of other strategies that happen on the sidelines, which I won't reveal those. Some of Coach Welch about they have kind of a way they do to keep balls dry. I've never seen it before in my life, and there will be a crew on the sidelines working extra hard to have dry balls rotating into the game.
Yeah, and that's incredibly important, especially, so as a coach, former coach of football, it's something that's difficult, and people don't realize how slick a football can get throughout the game. Of course, I did some coaching at the junior high level, and you don't have access to as many resources, so you do your best. But at this high school level, you will have a group of people that are responsible for that, and that's really a big difference. And obviously, you would expect Dunbar to be doing the same, but tonight it's going to be a real team effort. It's going to take everybody on the sidelines, on the field tonight to make sure that everything is ready to go. And right now, it does look like the rain has subsided just a bit, so I don't expect it to maintain this level of dryness at the moment. But it is nice to be playing on a turf field tonight. I know Joey mentioned that Castleberry-Lake Worth game about 5 years ago, played on a grass field, and man, it's definitely tough to go on those grass fields, especially everybody slipping, sliding out there, mud. But tonight, that's kind of the beauty of it, is you're going to be able to have hopefully a little bit more grip on the field and not worrying about as much slipping in that mud. But regardless, like I said earlier, it's really going to be a full team effort. This is when your trainers, as well as your players and coaches, become a real big part of this game and making sure everything is ready to go.
Nice. Yeah, so what we're looking at here, give y'all a little bit about Scarborough Henley Field. Sorry, y'all, if y'all are having delays right now. Those that are just tuning in, the game has not started yet. Both teams are actually warming up now. I show a countdown of 10 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock until game time starts. And just give you guys a little description of this Scarborough Henley Field. You guys came out to W.O. Barnes Field, which is for Castleberry, where there was no track and it was a little bit tighter field. The difference between this field is this field does not have bleachers at one end zone. It's actually just open on both end zones. But there's no track here. This is actually a really nice field. All of the turf that is here is all brand new turf. We were just told by one of the administrators here that all three fields that Fourth ISD uses, which is Hanley. They use this field at Scarborough Hanley. They use Farrington Field and Clark Stadium. Those three fields all got returfed this year.
Yeah, and I mean, it's beautiful. You can definitely tell in these fields. We were just at Clark a couple weeks ago, and everything's looking great. So good for Fort Worth. We're over on the east side. I know Joey mentioned that earlier. You guys can keep track of that radar. I do see some rain now coming in a little bit. But like Joey said, we're about approximately 9 minutes now. Just taking a wild guess out here by the looks of it, because Lake Worth is still in their practice gear. We'll see if that 10-minute mark is really the approximate kickoff. I guess we might see the team go in here in a couple minutes, but I'm assuming that 10-minute mark will most likely be Lake Worth, or both teams ending their warm-ups. We'll most likely see Lake Worth go in, get their jerseys changed up, and we will be on our way to a football game. So right now, 7:26 local time. So approximately right now, just approaching that 30 minutes delay. This game was intended to start at 7 p.m., but looks like we're going to be kicked back just a bit here. I don't know. Maybe I might be right, guys. I did say, I don't know if we put money on it or anything. I said, what time? 7:45. So we're we're approaching that time. You know, that's the fun. We're trying to keep ourselves busy up here in the booth. But good news, folks. We're all nice and warm up here. We got some nice facility up here in Hanley.
Yeah, well, what we're going to do, folks, to kind of help everybody else know the game's on that we're going to go, we're actually got 7 minutes to kickoff. We're going to bring down the broadcast, and we're going to bring it right back up. We're going to try to connect to another connection to see what we can get. You can hook it up right here, Cormier. We're going to try to hook up to another connection to see what we can get.